A lot of people may consider things toxic when they initially start out, but then when you see the end result, or when your career's over with, or when you're with a different organization, you look at it and say, you know what, I really missed that. I give an example of flowers. When you gift roses, or you're gifted roses, or any types of flowers, they cut the thorns off because the thorns, are prickly and so forth. Well, when you cut the thorns off a rose, you decrease its lifespan. So a lot of individuals that have been thorns in your life have actually allowed you to propel to places that you would never be able to propel before. And you don't miss it until when that thorn is no longer there. So when Michael was constantly pushing his players, getting them to everybody knew he was not coming down to their level. He didn't expect everybody to come up to his level, but he knew there was another level for each individual. And he just wanted you to perform at the highest level, and he wanted you to have a taste of winning, not just once, but numerous times, over and over again. And he had to be genuine to who he was. One of the things that I talk about in my other book, Relentless, one of the 13, I said, you know exactly who you are. He knew exactly who he was. He knew who he can communicate with and say certain things, and he knew when not to say certain things and have another individual talk to that person. But when he spoke, everybody listens. If you watch practices, everybody would come into the practice and they'd be laughing and kind of joking and having a good time and so forth. And as soon as that whistle was blown, silence. And Michael always said, I practice so hard, and we all need to practice so hard so the games become easier.
Do you think he used those thorns as well as a bit of a filter in terms of filtering out the teammates that he didn't think were good enough?
Yes. I won't say they were good enough. It was the one that he could trust in certain situations.
Trust, interesting.
It was the thorns were more for trust. How can I keep poking you? Oh, how many times can I keep poking you and see, are you going to come back? Are you going to come back? What's your adversity tolerance? Because there's going to be certain situations that can I trust you? Can I trust you in that situation? And if you look throughout his career, there's very few people when the game was on the line that he would trust to pass the ball to and say, hey, this is what's going to happen. Very, very few. And all those individuals that he did that with, at some point in their career, stood up to him and challenged him.